An array is defined as a collection of similar types of data items stored at contiguous memory location. Arrays are the derived data types in C programming language which can store the primitive types of data such as int, character, double, float, etc. It also has the capabilities to store the collection of derived data types such as pointers, structures, etc. Okay, the array is the simplest data structure where each data element can be randomly accessed by using its index number. It's a index number. Okay. Next, here you can see array is defined the collection of similar data type elements, similar data type items or elements. Those all are homogeneous elements. Those all are homogeneous elements. Those all are stored at contiguous memory location is called arrays. Okay. Next, array is beneficially beneficial array is beneficial if you have to store similar elements. For example, if we want to store the marks of students in six subject marks, then we don't need to define different variables for the marks in the different subjects. Instead of that, we can define an array which can store the marks in each subject at the contiguous memory location. By using the arrays, we can access the elements easily. Only few lines of code are required to access the elements of the array. Here, suppose six subjects are there. Those six subjects marks you can enter at a time by using arrays. At a time by using arrays. Okay. Next, there is no array. There is no array. Each and every time we can search that location, and then after we can find out where is our location, where is which student we can want to make marks. Okay, those all are okay. Those all are those all are each and every time we can open and we can mention there. Okay, but when we are using arrays, then automatically six student subject marks we can enter at a time. Okay, by using arrays, that is the advantage of arrays. Okay, next here you can see next. Okay, properties of array. Each element of array is of same data type and carries the same size, that is integer 4 bytes. That is integer 4 bytes. Elements of the array are stored at contiguous memory location where the first element is stored at the smallest memory location. Okay, each element of an array is of same data type and carries the same size, that is 4 bytes integer. Next, element of the array are stored at the contiguous memory location where the first element is stored at the smallest memory location. At the smallest memory location. Okay. Next, elements of the array can be randomly accessed since we can calculate the address of each element of the array with the given base address and the size of the data elements. Okay, suppose size of array is 5, then 5 memory locations are there, contiguous memory locations are. Okay, those memory locations 4 bytes. Okay, here you can see advantage of CR is code optimization. Less code to the access the data. Only once we can assign 5 elements to a particular array. The size of array is 5. Those 5 values are assigned a particular memory location. Those are contiguous memory location. Those values are stored in contiguous memory location. Easy of traversing. Okay, these are using for loop. We can retrieve the elements of an array easily. Okay, next easy of sorting. Sorting nothing but we can sort elements in which order, ascending order or descending order, increasing order or decreasing order, in a order. Okay, sorting nothing but in a order. We are arranging elements in a order. Okay, next random access. We can access any element randomly by using array. Okay, randomly means which element you can pick, that element you can pick from that array. Okay, disadvantage of array, fixed size. Whenever size, okay, defined at the time of declaration of the array, we can't exceed the limit. We can't exceed the limit. This is a disadvantage. Okay, so it does not grow the size dynamically like linked list, which we will learn later. Okay, next, see here declaration of C array. Okay, we can declare an array in the following way. Okay, data type, array name, array size. Data type, next array name, in the brackets array size. Now let's see example to declare an array. Marks is here int is data type and marks are the array name and 5 is the array size. 5 is the array size. Okay, here 5 is what array size. Okay, here int is the data type, marks are the array names, marks are the array names, and 5 is the array size. Okay, once we are given the size here, fixed size 5, okay, that limit we can't exceed. That limit we can't exceed. That is drawback. That is a drawback of a array. That is a drawback of a array. Okay, initialization. The simplest way to initialize an array is by using the index of each element. By using the index of each element, we can initialize each element of the array by using the index. By using the index. Consider the following example: marks of 0 is equal to 80, marks of 1 is equal to 60, marks of 2 is equal to 70, marks of 3 85, and marks of 4 70. Okay, these are initialization. Okay, index 0 is the index, 1, 2, 3. These are the indexes. Marks of 0 is 80, marks of 1 is 60, marks of 2 is 70, marks of 3 80, like that is 75. Okay, 5 marks are there. Enter. Okay, next here you can see initialization. These are the contiguous memory locations. So marks 0, 80 stored here, next 1, 60 stored here, next 2, 70 stored here, 3, 85, and 4, 75. Those are stored here. Okay, next, next you can see here, okay, simple program to print those marks. Okay, next here you can see hash include stdio.h, that is a header file. Next, then after int main, then after int I is equal to 0, next int marks of 5. Okay, the size of the array is 5. Next, those are initialized here. Next, travels first I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus for loop is there. On that for loop, you can mention their marks. Next, end of the loop, return 0. Here you can see I is equal to 0 means marks of 0. Marks of 0 what? 80, 80 is printed. Okay, then 0 is less than 5, condition true. Okay, this is printed. Now I value now 1 less than 5, condition true. Marks of 1 what? 60. 60 is printed. Next, incremented by 1. Next, 2, 2 less than 5. Okay, marks of 2 is 70, 70 printed. Next, 3, marks of 3 is 85. Next, 4, 75. Like that, okay, 5 times the loop is repeated. Then after comes out of the loop, I value now 5, 5 less than or equal to 5, false, then printed those values. Okay, C array declaration and initialization. There you can see we can initialize the C array at the time of declaration. Let's see the code. Int marks of 5. Okay, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. These are the values. Okay, in such case, there is no requirement to define the size, so it may also be written as following way. Here, declare the size, then we can't exceed this size. Here, we can't declare the size. Okay, just what are the elements inside the curly braces, that is the size of the array. That is the size of that array. Here you can see, declare the size, that much of elements only required. Okay, here you can't mention the size, how many elements inside braces, that is the size of that array. Okay, next here you can see one example. Here also we can print. Okay, before that marks of zero initialize those values, but here we can't initialize those values. Okay, here declaration and initialization of array at a time. In previous example program, there only declaration is there. Thereafter initialization is there, but here only one declaration and initialization in only one single statement. By using this statement, okay, we can use for loop. By using for loop, we can print those values. We can print those values. Okay, here sorting an array. Okay, sorting means arranging in a order. Okay, in arranging in a order, okay, we can use the swapping technique. Okay, then automatically whatever the elements are there, those elements are arranged. Okay, next here hash include stdio.h, that is the header file. Then after main function after variable declaration here, variables are I, comma, j, comma, temp. These three are the variables. Those three variables are integer data type variables. Next, a of 10, a is the array name, size of array is 10. Inside braces, 10 elements are there. Those 10 elements printed here by using these two for loops. Okay, one for column and one for row. One for row and one for column. Okay, now we can compare a of j is greater than a of I. A of j is greater than a of I. Temp nothing but temp is equal to a of I. Okay, a of I value now you can take 10. Okay, 10 is equal to a of j 9. Okay, 10 is I, 9 is j. Okay, 9 is equal to temp. Now temp what? Temp is equal to a of j, a of I. Okay, a of I value what? 10. Okay, next a of I is equal to what? A of j. A of j value what? 9. Okay, 9 is equal to 10. Now 9. Okay, here 10. 10 is greater than 9. Yes, true. Then that is printed. Okay, like that. What is that? How many elements are there? 10 elements are there. 10 times the loop is repeated. After 10 times the loop is repeated, then after those values are printed. Then after those values are printed, and those values are in sorting order. The sorting nothing but arranging in a order, that is increasing order or decreasing order, ascending order or descending order. Okay, any order, but in a order. Okay. Next, there are two types of different types of arrays are there. Okay, one dimensional array and two dimensional arrays and multi-dimensional arrays are there. One dimensional array nothing but single subscript is there. That is called one dimensional array. Okay, this is a of 10. Only a single index is there, then that is called a one dimensional array. Okay, two indexes are there, then that is called a two dimensional arrays. More than two indexes are there, that is called multi-dimensional array. Okay, the two-dimensional array can be defined as an array of array. Here, the 2D array is organized as matrices, which can be represented as the collection of rows and columns. Collection of rows and columns. However, 2D arrays are created to implement a relational database. Uh, look like a data structure. It provides easy of holding the bulk of data once which can be passed to any number of function whatever required. Whatever required. Okay, 2D arrays you can see. Okay, in declaration of 2D array. Declaration of 2D array, the syntax to declare 2D array is given below. Data type, next array name, next rows and columns. Rows and columns. Here you can see, consider the following example. Integer data type and array name is two diamond, next four, three are the four rows and three columns. Here four is the number of rows and three is the number of columns. Okay, here you can see the syntax to declare the two dimensional given below. Data type, name of the array name, next rows and columns. Okay, how many rows you can want, that much of rows, and how many rows columns you can want, that much of columns you can enter there. Okay, this is the Here two subscripts are there, row and columns, or two indexes are there, rows and columns. That's why this array is called 2D array. Okay. Next here you can see initialization of 2D array in C. Okay. In the 1D, in the 1D array, we don't need to specify the size of the array if the declaration and initialization are being done simultaneously. However, this will be not work with 2D arrays. We will have to define at least the second dimension of the array. At least the second dimension of the array. The two-dimensional array can be declared and defined in the following way. In the following way, int array of 4 3. Okay, 4 3 is nothing but 4. What are those 4 rows and 3 columns? Okay, one, 2, 3, 4 rows are there and 3 columns. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 columns are there. Okay, see here when we can initialize or declare two-dimensional array. Okay, then must and should you can mention the size of the array. Must and should you can mention their size of the array. Okay, size of the array must and should you can mention there. Okay. In one dimensional array you can't mention anything. You can't mention anything there. But in two dimensional array must and should you can mention there. Okay. Here you can see two-dimensional arrays. Okay, first, what is that one header file is there, that is a hash include stdio.h. Next, main is there, main function. Then after opening braces, then after variable declaration. In variable declaration, two variables are there, I comma j. I initial value 0, j initial value 0. Okay. Then after array name, what ARR is array name 434 rows and 3 columns are there. Those elements you can see 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, and 4, 5, 6. These are the elements of array of 4, 3. Okay, by using for looping statement, two for looping statements. First for loop is row and second for loop is column. Okay, by using these two for loops, okay, we can print that the indexes of element, each and every element position. Okay, here you can see one is this is one. This one position what area of 0 0. Okay, this one area of 0 1. Next this one 0 area of 0 2. Okay. Next this one area of 1 0, area of 1 1, area of 1 2. Next here area of 2 0, area of 2 1, area of 2 2. Here area of 3 0, area of 3 1, and area of 3 2, area of 3 2. Okay. These are the what are indexes of okay positions of the elements. These are the positions of the elements. Okay. Program is there on that program storing elements in matrix and printing it, storing elements in matrix and printing it. Okay, you can see here. Okay, this is a header file. Which header file? stdio.h header file. Next, void main. Okay, this is the main function and opening braces. In the opening braces, first you can declare the variables. So that is declaration part. Okay, here array of 3 comma 3, I comma j are the variables. Okay, next I is equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus, and another for loop for column j is equal to 0, j less than 3, j plus plus. Here enter a of percent %LD, a of percent %LD, comma I comma j, and here percent %LD, comma ampersand array of a of I comma j. Okay, those values now print elements. Printing purpose also we can use two for loops. Okay, and you can enter I comma j values. Okay, then a of 0 0 is 56. Enter a of 0 1 10. Enter a of 0 2 30. 1 0 34. 1 1 21. 1 2 34. 2 0 45. 2 1 56. 2 2 70. Okay, these elements are printed. Okay, next once again you can see from routing. Okay, what is array? Array define array. An array is a defined What are the elements? Collection of elements. Those all are same data type elements. Those all are same data type elements. Then that is called array. Those all are same data type elements. Then that is called array. Okay. In arrays, you can see there are arrays are the derived data type in C programming language which can store the primitive type of data such as integer, character, double, float, etc. It also has the capability to store the collection of derived data types such as pointer, structure, etc. The array is the simplest data structure where each data element can be randomly accessed by using its indexes. Okay, which value you can want, just you can put that index, then automatically you got that element value. That element value. Okay, next array is beneficial if you have to store similar elements. Okay, similar element storing. Okay, then that is benefit. Suppose one student is there, student has got six subject marks. Those six subject marks you can store by using arrays is very easily. Okay, in arrays, what are the values are there? Those values are all values are stored in contiguous memory location. Contiguous memory locations. Those all values are stored at contiguous memory locations. Okay. Next, properties of array. Okay, what are the properties of array? Each element of an array is of same data type and carries the same size. Int is called for. Okay, elements of the array are stored at contiguous memory locations where the first element is stored at the smallest memory location. Okay, next, elements of array can be randomly accessed since we can calculate the address of each element of the array with the given base address and the size of the data element. Okay, advantages. What are the advantages? Code optimization. Code optimization, nothing but we can't write a bigger programs, just we can write small programs. Then also or okay, next, then also we can execute. Suppose a 10-20 page programs is there, by using arrays we can reduce the size of that program. Less code we can write out to access data. Okay, more code we can't write. Okay, easy to traversing. Easy to traversing, nothing but easily we can find out by using for loop statements. By using for loop, we can easily find out elements. What are the elements are there? Those element positions, indexes we can find out easily. Okay. Next, sorting. To sort the element of the array, we need a few lines of code only. Okay, when we can sorting the elements, just you can write down their swapping technique. By using swapping technique, we can sort the elements. Okay. Next, random access, nothing but here we can access any element. You can access any element directly by using index or address. Okay. Disadvantage is fixed size. What is the disadvantage by using arrays fixed size? Okay, we can use fixed size. Then that is one. Okay, we can use fixed size. That is one disadvantage, one type of disadvantage. Okay, we can't exceed the limit. When we want more than that size, then that is a drawback. That is a drawback. Okay, when we can use within that size only, then that is enough. But you want more than that size, then you can't move. Okay, you can't give extra values or any other values for that. Okay, that is one type of disadvantage. Okay, by using arrays. Okay, that is fixed size. That is fixed size is a disadvantage. Advantages, what are the advantages? Okay, code optimization, easy of traversing, easy of sorting, and random access. Okay, declaration, how we can declare a array? In array declaration, just you can declare the data type, which data type you can want, the data type you can mention there. Then after matrix name or array name. Okay, and then after size of the array. Then after size of the array, that is declaration. And initialization, data type, array name, size of array is equal to in curly braces list of elements. Okay, how many elements you can want? Okay, that is the list of elements. Those you can mention there. Okay, there you can mention those. There you can mention there. Okay, next that is the declaration and initial. Here only declaration is there. Declaration is what data type, array name. Okay. Next here int is the data type integer, marks are the array name, and 5 is the size of that array. 5 is the size of that array. Next here initialization, just you can see uh, uh, directly you can write down like this way. Okay, these are the indexes. This is single dimensional array, one dimensional array. Marks of 0 is 80, marks of 1 is 60, marks of 2 is 70, marks of 3 is 85, and marks of 4 is 75. Like that, these marks are assigned to particular indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like those indexes are assigned with these values. Okay, this is initialization. This is what initialization. Okay, next one. Here you can see index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4, 80, 60, 70, 85, 70. This is what these all are information stored at memory location. Those are beside by one. Okay, 80, 60, 70. Okay, one beside another. Okay, contiguous. What is the information is there in arrays? Those all informations are stored at contiguous memory location. That is an advantage by using arrays. Okay, here one simple program is there. On that program also we are writing okay initialization and declaration. This is declaration. This is initialization of array. Here traversal of arrays. By using traversal we can find or print the same order the elements inside arrays. Those we can print out by using traversal. Okay, declaration with initialization, you can see here declaration is there. Marks of 5 is declaration, and these are the initialization. These values are initialized values 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. These 5 values are initialized. Okay, you can remove from is equal sign to this closing braces, then that is called declaration. Then you can mention here list of elements, then that is called initialization. Then that is called initialization. This is single dimensional array. In single dimensional array, we can use only one subscript, or only one index. Okay, then that is called a single dimensional array. In single dimensional array, you can mention here 5 size of the array, then automatically what are the 5 6 elements you can enter the inside those braces, then also it will take 5 elements only, then also it will take 5 elements only. Okay, and here you can see there is no size of element, there is no size of a array. Okay, that's why here you can mention 6 elements, then size of the array is 6, assume that is 6 elements are in array. Okay, but you can fix the size of array within the braces, then that is size of that array. Okay, we can't exceed more than that element. Okay, like that here also one simple example is there. Okay, marks 5, uh, 5 student, 5 subjects are 5. Uh, size of the array is 5, and here size also 5 elements are there. Okay, those elements are printed by using traversal of array. Okay, and this is sorting element A of 10. Okay, 10 elements are there. Those elements are sorted by using sorting technique. Okay, in sorting technique, we are using swapping. Temp is called A of I, A of I is called A of J, A of I is called temp. Here elements are sorted. Those sorted elements are printed here on. Those 10 elements are printed here on. Okay, next two-dimensional array. In two-dimensional array, we are using two suffixes. Two suffixes are two indexes. Okay, one for row and one for column. Okay, enter dimension is 2 dim, 2 dim. 2 dim means what? This is the array name, and these are the size of the arrays. Okay, 4 and 3, 4, 3s are 12, 12 elements you can enter. Okay, here you can see 3, 3, 6, 9, 12 elements are there. These 12 elements indexes are okay printed by using index A 0, 0 means 1, 0, 1 means 2, 0, 1, 2 means 3. Next here 1, 0 means 2, like that index values are assigned a particular variable. Okay, there are more than two-dimensional arrays are called multi-dimensional arrays. Okay, those are used in C languages. Okay, this is today's class.